Hi, Steve Davies here. I just want to thank you for purchasing this course on how to do searches for niches. And this is just one way of doing it. There's millions of options and different ways of doing searches, but this is one of my favorite ways of doing it. And that is by focusing in on specific keywords that all kind of group together. Okay, so what I'm saying is, let's say that I want to get into skin disorders as a niche, which is a really good one because skin disorders they go off into different places. And you'll soon find out that with skin disorders, people usually have a tendency to have more urgency than other disorders because skin disorders can affect your face in places where it can be seen in public. You might see somebody with folliculitis like this right here. So anyway, I typed in folliculitis, which I'm not really familiar with too much. I think I do remember someone in high school had it, and it was very painful, and it's not like a regular zit, where you can pop it or whatever. I don't mean to sound gross, but it is under the skin, and it gets very inflamed. It's very painful, if I remember correctly, and there are certain medicines you can get for it that help relieve the symptoms, but I'm not sure what they are. In fact, this is not my niche whatsoever, so I'm learning all about this stuff as we go along here too. So first of all, if you look over here on the right-hand side, on a lot of the Bing searches, you'll see something very similar to this. And sometimes if they don't have anything on it, it'll revert to Wikipedia. But it's almost like a boiled-down view of a Wikipedia page. It just kind of brings everything all together. It's very helpful because what you have here, first of all, is you have the name of the skin disorder, which is folliculitis, and then you have a description right here where it says small white, yellow, or red color bumps in the skin which may be swollen and itchy, and then it shows you a little diagram of kind of like what they look like right here. And then it goes down further and it talks about how common is this. And it says there's more than 200,000 cases per year in the U.S. alone. So I would say that's pretty phenomenal. There's a lot of people that get it, apparently. Anything over 200,000 is going to be a lot of people. And depending on how saturated this market is, folliculitis may not be even touched upon by any marketers. So you may be able to monetize by going into skin disorder niche and using folliculitis as part of your keywords to get good SEO into your website. So this is one way of finding out how many cases per year in the US. Okay, so it shows it's that, and it shows diagnosis rarely requires lab testing or imaging. It goes into a lot of detail down here, and as you can see right here, it says it's caused by infection, bacterial, viral, or fungal, or damage to the hair follicles due to other reasons such as shaving or skin irritation. I just really like this format because you can basically just, I would just copy and paste it, right click, copy and paste it right into my blog, and then just change the wording up, change it around a little bit, just spin it a little bit, but you maybe use your own terminology, and you could actually take this information right here and write a whole article about it. So let's move on because I want to show you how you can do this with more than just one skin ailment. And this doesn't have to be just skin ailments. This can be anything that's niche related, whatever niche you're in. But since we're in skin related, let's just keep going. So the next one I would check here would be this one, which is boils. That explains what a boil is. And now you have the terminology. You have right down here how long it can last and how common it is. Look at this, more than 3 million cases per year. So do you think if you wrote about this and there's not a lot of competition out there, do you think if you wrote about boils on your skin website that you would get a lot of traffic with 3 million cases per year? I think so. But you'd have to look and see what your competition is and who you're going to be competing against, of course. But that's just something to look at right here. So we'll just keep going down the list. How about we go to cyst? You can see right here more than 200,000 cases per year. And we'll go down to acne, because I think that's probably a big one. Yeah, more than 3 million cases per year in the U.S. for acne. So we know that acne is a good one to get into. Now, acne might be oversaturated, but if you can find a good product to sell that's already out there, you can be an affiliate and sell it on your website, maybe on ClickBank or something like that, then you may have something going here. Let's go down to seborrheic dermatitis, which I believe is very much like dandruff, or it may be dandruff, just a fancy word for it, and it shows more than 3 million cases per year. I know that there are dandruff shampoos that you can purchase, but even if there are, you can still monetize your website by writing an article about it. And then there may be some natural treatments out there that somebody is selling rather than go with chemicals. You can go a natural way of resolving the issue of dandruff. Okay, so then the next thing I would try here is, because I'm not sure what this is, seborrheic keratosis. And we go off into another skin disorder right here. It talks about more than 200,000 cases per year. And I imagine if someone had this on their face, they'd want to try to do something about it. And some people can't get to the doctor, or they're so far away from a doctor that they want something now, maybe a treatment that they can do at home, anything like that. So you may be able to find a product that's either shippable, or if it's maybe a product like an information product on how to solve this problem, but you could just keep going and going and going with this and just make a whole list of this stuff. Now you've got content to write about on your skin treatment blog, right? So that's just one way of doing some research. There are millions of ways of doing it, and we're going to go over a few other ways that I like to do research with actual research tools and search engine tools and things of that nature. But for right now, this is just an easy way of doing it, and I just wanted to share it with you, and I appreciate you, and I will talk to you later.